Hello and welcome to Bookie, where we talk about books and other stuff. Today we're going to talk about one of the biggest badasses in literature, if you ask me. We're going to be talking about The Old Man and the Sea. It is Ernest Hemingway's, one of his final books. It won him a Nobel Prize, and we're going to tell you what we think about it. After we give a little synopsis and a discussion of the themes. There's going to be some spoilers, but it's an old book.
Spoiler alert!
Today with me I have Jay, we have Arjen,
we have formerly known as Sorpel.
Formerly known as Sorpel, we have Dino Mata, and I am Dylan Hudson. Alright, welcome. Jay,
Yeah.
can you tell me about the book? What's
So, The Old Man and the Sea is about an old man, obviously, who lives in a fishing village, and he's very unlucky. So there was a younger man who was helping him fish, but because he is considered unlucky in his village, the younger man doesn't go out fishing with him anymore. And we follow one of his fishing trips in which he catches a marlin, also considered as the biggest fish that he has ever caught.
Big ass marlin.
It's 18 foot, if I remember correctly.
It's larger than his boat.
It's larger than his boat, yes.
It's larger than life.
So we follow his 3-day struggle with the marlin, in which he eventually wins, but then on his way back, like we said, the marlin is too big, so he has to attach it to the side of his boat, and the marlin gets eaten by sharks on the way back home, and it's very, very tragic. And he maybe dies, but maybe not.
Yes,
So
he comes home with no fish, no marlin, but his own personal feeling of victory, because he defeated the marlin and all expectations.
yes, but we're gonna get into this.
Yes,
Indeed.
indeed. Alright,
Because-
can you tell me about the themes?
Yes, there are two major themes in this story, in this novel. One of this is the honor in struggle, defeat and death. It's very tragic.
It's very tragic.
Yeah, indeed. So, as Jay said before, he's catching the marlin in 3 days' time. It's a big struggle, and he says many times that he has to kill the fish. He loves him, but he has to kill it.
Yes, he really develops a very close connection to the fish.
Yeah, he considers the fish his brother.
Yes, as all the fish.
Yeah, he considers, well, we'll get into
But this
Yeah.
is special.
And also, both the old man and the marlin display very qualities of pride and honor. The fish is very beautiful, big, hard to catch, and there is this law of nature that is, well, you have to kill or be killed, and that's what the man lives by. So he says somewhere in the book that man is not made for defeat, but man can be destroyed, but not defeated. So, and yeah, does he die at the end? Well, we never know.
We don't know for sure.
No.
But maybe.
Maybe. But another theme is pride as a source of greatness. And, how do I put it? It's really hard to do.
Well, so pride,
Yeah,
pride is a recurring theme because pride is one of the things that keeps him motivated.
Motivated, yes.
Even beyond the point that it should.
Yes.
He's actually sort of destroying himself
But-
out of his pride.
In the beginning of the book, it's already said that he is full of resolution. And
He's
he uses,
filled with determination.
yes, and he uses that to catch the fish.
Yes.
He has to wake his hands, and because his hands fell asleep.
Alright, so the first theme was,
Honor in death,
and the second is pride.
pride.
That's really the core themes in this book.
Yes.
Alright, Dalamata, what did you think of the book?
Well, in my opinion, The Old Man and the Sea is a well-written novel that I found easy to read. The story is simple, but it has some thought-provoking. It is thought-provoking the details. Though due to its simplicity, I found it a little bland and at the end quite depressing. Although I would recommend it for everybody who loves English literature.
Yes, I agree. It's a very simple story in the way that it's written. As in, like reading it, it's simple words, but also the story structure is simple, but it's not boring. I think it's a very good recommendation for people who are getting into literature. It's very accessible. What did you think?
Well, at the start I thought was like, oh, it's really nice to read, very easy, but well, the title says The Old Man and the Sea, and it keeps on going on. The sea, the morning. And the last 30 pages, I was like, please, you have the morning, just go home now.
Yeah, and it's the other way around for you, isn't it?
Yeah, so I felt the beginning of the book was very hard to get into because it felt a little bit bogged down with like pointless meandering, and but then the moment they got onto sea, so the meat of the book, I thought was very captivating, and because of the simple language used, it's very easy to identify with the old man Santiago. With the old man and with his struggle, and I felt that the book was it's a very tragic book in my opinion, and very thought-provoking. Yeah.
Yes.
So I think this is a good entry point for people who feel like they want to get into literature but are intimidated by like the scope of just the sheer volume or amount of work there is to get into. So this is a good entry point.
It's a very short book. It's 100 pages or something. It won a Pulitzer Prize. It's very accessible. I'd say read it. Could you give us a grade? What you thought? A grade 1 out of 10 of your personal enjoyment of this book?
A solid 7.
A solid 7? Yeah. Yes, I'm giving my enjoyment of this book an 8 out of 10.
Well, me too, an 8 out of 10.
Yeah, I'm going with a solid 8. I think it's very good.
All right, thank you very much. I have a question for you as the audience. Namely, is it better to lose with honor or to win without honor? Discuss this in the comments, and if you want to hear us talk, go in depth on the book, answer some interesting questions, please visit the podcast. I'll hopefully see you there. And otherwise, I'll see you next month. Please subscribe so you can stay
tuned.
Subscribe.
Thank you.
Subscribe.
Just subscribe, please.
It's good for your soul.
All right. This was Bookie. I hope you enjoy your next book. See you later.